What if they're both freshmen? You have freshman A, 5-star, and freshman B, regular, just regular average Joe.
So you've been the second I told you what my answer was, that you were just waiting for that.
Well, yeah, because you went to, which makes sense because in Deshaun's case, experience.
Yes.
Like if it is a senior or something like that, like yeah, you said it great. A relapse, he just kind of forgot. You had a dumbass moment there. It's okay. But I think it's even harder the younger you get. Because at some point, whether you're a head coach or a position coach, OCDC, whatever, you do have to make a statement with the younger kids as to like what you expect from them. But if you do have that freak, he's a freshman, he's a sophomore, he's going to have those moments. You got to have really good judgment there of when, because he's an emotional kid. I mean, he's still, they're all emotional, but, he's 14, 15, whatever, 16 years old. And so it's like, man, if it's on Thursday evening, he just screwed up the same way that the average guy kind of just screwed up. But if I ream him like I just reamed the average guy, it's Thursday night. I don't want him to be emotional for tomorrow's game. I'm not going to say anything right now.
So I think, and that's a very complex and specific question, which, I mean, needs to be addressed. I think it's something that these are the type of things that coaches need to be talking about and figuring out, as internally as a staff, as an offense or a defense, whatever. But I think in a situation like that, and I think with the younger the kid is, what kind of mistake was it? If it's effort,
Sure.
It's the doghouse, right? That's one thing we can't have.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care how many stars you got, right? But if your mistake is effort based, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
If it's scheme, if it's concept, if it's a nuance that a young guy is gonna be behind the eight ball on, well then absolutely we're gonna have to have a conversation. We're not gonna have a butt chewing.
Right.
And that comes from and the flip side of that is if a senior, right, or a 30-game starter has a concept nuance issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's something that could be a butt chewing because you're not supposed to do that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's individual.
It's individual. It's individual person and it's individual situation. I want guys to understand that, how many different coaches have we heard say, I don't care if you mess up as long as you're doing it 100%.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, kind of.
Yep.
But if it's October and we have 5 pass concepts and you're still making the same mistake on the same one, well, I don't care if you're doing it 100%. You're just not going to do it anymore because you're not going to get any reps. Because we're just wasting everybody's time. It's been 10 weeks, and we're still here beating our head against the same wall. Yep. We're back to that definition of insanity.
You know what they say. You're either coaching it or you're allowing it. So
100%.
It's the worst quote as a coach. Like, you're either coaching it or you're allowing it. Damn it. You're right.
Hate to see it. I've heard rumors about that one, and the assumption is it's got to be like the most humbling, frustrating thing ever, because what's the automatic response? Coach, we talk about that every single day in individual. Well, apparently not in a version that he understands.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do
to
no longer have the exact same thing happen every single Tuesday?
Yeah, because it puts it back on you as the coach, which nobody wants that. It's like, well, surely it's the 16-year-old kid's fault. Like, no, it very well could be ours. So,
and that's reflective, I think, on the psychology part of coaching, because there is in a growing and evolving world, there is a psychology to, if you're going to approach every kid individually, relationship, expectations, how you handle adversity and situations within that, well, then you can't coach or teach or talk to them all the same.
Yeah.
Just because I can look at that kid and say, hey, when number 2 leans outside and he's heavy on his outside foot, you need to do this. And he goes, yes, sir, and does it perfectly. That doesn't mean the next guy in line who's going to have to play can be told those same things, and I can go, well, he'll understand it too.
Right.
If I'm going to change the expectations in my confidence and my respect and my execution, then I got to change the way that I talk to him too.